Yo, 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 yo. You know what it is. It is your boy, Indy Uchiha, Mr. Nerdmix himself. And if we're here and you saw that intro, you know it's an episode of The Link Up. Yeah, we're right here. We got some news we're going to go over, plus some events we're going to tell y'all about. We know y'all loving what we doing, so we're going to keep doing it. You feel me? As you see, my background's a little different because somebody stole my Fantastic Four poster. He said he's gonna come and get it, and he did. Let me go ahead and introduce my co-host, SyndRome True Show. What's going on with you, man?
Dang,
Yeah,
I'm
he
chilling, man.
had to get him a little nerd mix in the effect. You know what I'm saying?
You know that, man.
Yeah, that's definitely what it do. But we we did two episodes last week, right? And then we were trying to figure out what we were going to do this week, or even if we were going to do a podcast this week because of all the news that happened last
Right.
week. Uh, we got a lot of stuff we do. We both work. We got events and stuff that we're setting up. You know what I'm saying? That's going on. So it's almost like, what are we doing? And then all this news dropped. It's something that everybody's been talking about, and we're gonna go over here and discuss it. Yeah, we're getting right into the bullshit. No, no, we're not. No, we're not. How have you been doing, SyndRome?
I'm extremely tired.
Likewise, likewise. Yeah.
I'm extremely tired, man. But we
How's
doing
your
it for the
week going?
people, though.
Most definitely, we gotta do it for them whenever they decide to get here. It
Oh
might be
man,
it might
it's
be a little bit early for a lot of people though. That's
it
what it
is. It's
is.
super early. Shoot, it's early for us. But shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us, man. I know it's a lot of people they trying to get on the podcast too. We still working out all of the kinks with that. I know we had one person on, but we're trying to make sure that everything goes smooth, and we're gonna be letting people know very soon. Just want to mention that today is the Gorilla Zoe show at the Loft. Shout out to my homegirl Lady C and Keisha Cautious for what they got going on, and Fleet DJs, DJ Ty. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Jason who's doing this thing over there. The Gorilla Zoe concert is today. It's a few people that I know that's supposed to be opening for them, including my homeboy FTO Trail from NYSM. Now You See Me Entertainment. Shout out to Casper Davis. Ray the Real, love y'all, man. And my homeboy, my personal homeboy, Zach Frio, who won the slot, you know what I'm saying, to open for Gorilla Zoe. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be opening. So if y'all don't got nothing to do tonight, make sure y'all go up there and check it out. Gorilla Zoe will be there. But more importantly to me is the home team. You know what I'm saying? So
Most definitely. Got to get it in for the home team. Want to thank
yes, sir.
everybody that's tuned in right now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it do. But you know what we're going into right now. Uh, there was somebody who has been out of a job for like 3 years. Big news happened. It just hit like last weekend. I think it was like earlier this week. Uh, it just hit out the blue. My man Colin Kaepernick got offered a workout by the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're finna get into. Kaepernick's workout. Now, we all know why he's not in the NFL, and there's like a lot of noise on both sides on what it's supposed to be. There's people that believe he's a traitor to his to where he resides. There's people that champion him for doing for the less fortunate, for being a social justice warrior, for standing up and using his platform for what other people wouldn't use that platform for taking a knee during the national anthem to try to bring awareness to police brutality.
Hmm.
And the whole story got flipped saying that he was disrespecting the troops. Now, me personally, I can understand uh, troops fight for your freedom of speech, and your freedom to basically boycott, protest. You know what I'm saying, peacefully, without violence, and that's exactly what he was doing. He was protesting peacefully, the right way. So I don't knock him for that. I don't. I honestly do not disagree with his views. I have no issue whether I'm gonna stand or whether I kneel or whatever. I have no issue with what he does because it's your freedom of speech. You can say and do as you will with it, regardless of whether I agree with it or not. But I get there to say that to say this. That man has been blackballed by the NFL. Um,
Okay.
definitely. We know
So
he's
that okay, so that's facts.
that 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 okay. That's, to me, that's a fact. But
Okay.
we're gonna say that's hearsay because it's
Uh,
no
uh,
way to actually prove. You know what I'm saying? We could just view until
okay.
the
Okay.
reason
Okay.
the reason we can't prove that is because they settled out of court and we don't know what those closed documents said when they could settle. He could have said that I'll take this one and he took somewhere between 1 and 10 million to say, okay, I'm gonna say y'all didn't blackball me, or we're just gonna keep this quiet and y'all pay me. So I can't say he's been blackballed because he took a settlement. We
Let's
don't know. Hold on, hold
let's
on,
do
hold on, hold on,
this.
hold on,
Okay,
hold
go
on.
ahead.
Let me just I'm just gonna air everything out, get both sides, and we'll
Uh-huh.
discuss it.
Okay.
All right. We don't know what the paperwork said, right? That's one of the things that I hate is the fact that we don't have anything that states what he agreed to, what he signed in order to get that settlement.
It's true.
But it's basically and this comes straight from Forbes. You gotta go to the rich people's website, you know what I'm saying, to talk about what rich people are doing. But
Right. Facts.
basically, to bash down, they said pretty much the entire sports world was thrown into a loop, which it was when the NFL had to set up a league-wide workout for free agent quarterback Colin Kaepernick. Now, this is my thing. We don't know if it was in the settlement that they had to get him a workout, or
Correct.
something like this has to happen. But I will tell you something that we discussed earlier. This is to protect the 32 teams in the NFL.
Yes.
It was the shield, being a shield for them, and that's why this is done different than what they normally are. 'Cause, workouts are normally done like Tuesday, Wednesdays, where a person comes in and works out for a team
They
specifically.
go to the team specifically.
Yeah, but what the NFL did, so they wouldn't catch back, so no team would catch backlash for bringing in Colin Kaepernick, because we know who is the majority of who watch the NFL.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you can agree with me. I can understand why they don't want to lose the fan base and the money to bring him in. Like
I get it.
as a businessman, I get that. That's a risky move. You know
I
what I'm
get
saying?
it.
That's something to do. Now, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions after this too. But
Okay.
so me feeling that the league stepped up and said, okay, we'll bring him in as the NFL for a workout at a particular venue, which was supposed to be the practice facility for the Atlanta Falcons,
Hmm.
and we'll let everybody watch him work it out and say that the NFL, that this is Roger Goodell and the NFL bringing him in so that teams can see him. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that automatically puts the eyes on the NFL instead of the individual teams, because any 32 teams can come look, just go, all right, because they can be like, we can come look just to look, so y'all can, and we can say he sucked, and then y'all can stop, you know what I'm saying, hating on us and start
Correct.
watching game stuff. So I understand what they're doing, right? But let's see. In terms of what Kaepernick brings to the table from on-field perspective, he's better than pretty much every backup quarterback other than the one that's on my team, and a handful of starters.
He's starting. He's
This,
starting.
yeah, this is what led Kaepernick to file a lawsuit claiming collusion on the part of the NFL. You know what I'm saying, the 32 teams in the NFL. Now, okay, there's probably a handful of teams in the NFL the past couple of years who really aren't looking for a starting quarterback. Off the top of my head, I could say 13, 14 that really have that tier of quarterback, or they have a backup good enough to where you can understand them not wanting to bring Colin Kaepernick in. Even with
Half
that,
the teams.
yeah,
Half.
half. Even with that, there's still eight. What? Let me get my math right. There's still 18 teams. I'm looking at you,
Mhm.
Washington. You know what I'm saying? I'm
You're
looking at you,
right.
Tennessee. I'm looking at, well, I'm not gonna say Jacksonville, because Jacksonville went and traded for Nick Foles. Tennessee, no.
Nick
Tennessee, no.
Foles. Okay, so from the
Super
this
Bowl. Hold on.
this
Super Bowl. Now, when you think about
yes.
it, you got a Super Bowl champion knocked
Yes.
off the New England Patriots, Nick
Yes.
Foles. That's
But
why
you
I
gotta
can't knock that man for not doing it. I can't.
it's just
Right or wrong.
not he's just not why he couldn't stay with the team he was at though.
Because
He's not that good. Dog. That's all
no,
it
it's
is.
not nothing about that. It's because they invested so much in Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? With the
Right.
draft pick and all that. they couldn't. Oh, what are they going to do? Get rid of Carson Wentz when he hasn't been able to show what he can do? Because well, he's showing what he can do now, shit, but he hasn't been able to show what he can do because of injuries. It just so happened that they had somebody good enough like Nick Foles, you know what I'm saying, to right the ship. Now, if that was not this is where people gonna hate me right there. If that was a Cam Newton, and this has nothing to do with race, if that was a Cam Newton instead of a Carson Wentz, Nick Foles would still be on that team in Philadelphia.
Uh,
Yes,
nah, I don't
yes.
think so.
I honestly think so. Cam's on his way out of Carolina right now.
Yeah, but that
Uh,
got some. That has more to do with that situation than if he were on the.
but let's we'll argue about this all day. Let's get back to where we're going
Yeah,
to.
we'll talk. What? Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Now,
talking about football. We supposed to. We got to
yeah.
get around to the point.
We now have a better understanding of why the league settled said lawsuit, reportedly paying Kaepernick between 1 and 10 million, and then it colluded against the free agent. There's no better representation of this than what we saw from the league Saturday before they scheduled a workout. It demanded that Kaepernick sign an unusual waiver that included potential employment claims. A lawyer, and I'm reading this word for word from Forbes, a lawyer, Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk, had this to say,
Yeah,
and I
Florio.
quote, a source with knowledge of the situation tells Pro Football Talk when Kaepernick's camp suggested a standard injury waiver that didn't sweep broadly to absolve the NFL from its ongoing violation of his rights. League representatives said that they proposed release had been drafted by the NFL General Counsel, Jeff Pash, and that Pash wanted his release to be signed. This was an attempt by the NFL to protect itself from any further lawsuits by Kaepernick and his camp, and it failed at an epic level. The jig is up. The jig has been up since the announcement of this workout earlier this week. Now, as a business, I don't knock them for trying to protect themselves from any further, you know what I'm saying, lawsuits. Because if it comes to they do this private workout with Kaepernick, if the media is not there and then no team still pick him up and we know he looks better than a lot of quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, in the league, which I'm going to say his arm looked elite, even on that bullshit ass stream. His arm looked elite. I don't know what the knees is, you know what I'm saying, because he looked good mobily, but I don't know what that looks like when you got you know what I'm saying, a pro defense on the field, when the game's really moving at a faster pace. But that arm, elite, looked like a lot of people said, looks like he's fresh out of college with that arm. And when
Let's put it like this.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
And when it comes to elite arms, there's been a lot of elite arms that I feel that Kaepernick is better than. He's better than Jay Cutler. You know what I'm saying? He's better than a lot of people that's been in the league with elite arms. You know what I'm
Case
saying?
Keenum.
Yes. Is Keenum still even in the league?
I don't know.
You know, but all right, they wanted him. They wanted private. Then they didn't want the media there. All right, but their thing is they had professional NFL people. They had receivers ready for him. Which when you do a workout, I've never seen a person do a workout and not use the receivers they want to use. Whether it's a receiver from that team, you know what I'm saying? Like you in Atlanta, you gonna give me third string or you gonna give me Julio? You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna give him Julio.
That's important.
Hold on, they're not gonna give him Julio because they doing it on a Saturday and they got to play Sunday. See that's what I was off. That's the one thing that I agree with you on is why is this shit happening on a Saturday when workouts on a Tuesday? He even requested a Tuesday and they knocked him off.
They knocked him off.
So when you tell him that this is gonna be private and he can't have media there, so even if it's 3 hours before the workout, he decides to go take it somewhere else. Whoever wants to come and see me, come see me. I'll do it to where everything can be transparent. This is where I believe this is where I believe he made the proper chess move. I feel like he was in check, right? He was in check. He got that bishop, you know what I'm saying, to get that queen up out of there, and then he put their queen in check by moving. Now he's basically gambling on himself. There were 8 teams that went to the new location. From what I saw, any one of those 8 teams that went and looked at him, he's better than the quarterbacks that they got there. If he's not better than the quarterbacks that are starting, he's definitely better than their backups.
Then their backup.
So he's better than our backup right now The only reason I wouldn't want him in Indianapolis is because I don't want added pressure on Brissett, because Brissett is actually he's a quality starter. He's not a superstar or anything like that, but he's a quality starter, and he's already dealing with the situation of Andrew Luck retiring. You know what I'm saying, and everything like that. So I don't want the added pressure on Brissett with having a Kaepernick there. If it was something where Brissett was down and he wasn't gonna come back for the season,
please bring him in.
Please bring him in, because I don't know what the hell we were doing with Brian Hoyer. I don't even know why he's on my team. To be honest with you, like, go get Jay Cutler out of retirement. I don't want Brian. I don't want.
He looks good in the headset, dog. He looks good in the headset.
I guess, man. He's always been a horrible quarterback to me.
Yeah,
but it's no reason for him not to have a job in the NFL. I mean, what do you think about that? Rebuttal that, and I'm gonna go through some more comments in the article. You know what I'm saying? And some more stuff that I thought.
So here's the perspective. The NFL, I think the biggest thing for me is, why can't the media be here? Why wouldn't you want the media at his workout to be transparent? That's right. A lot of the problem with the NFL is that they do certain things and then they come out with the press release and there's no counter to it. We don't know what other motives are behind it. So the Tuesday thing, him not being able to work out on the Tuesday, which is, standard for workouts, that's a little funny, it being on a Saturday is kind of funny. That's right before game day. Who's trying to use any of their receivers on a Saturday?
Facts.
If I got a game on Sunday, you're not really trying to do that. But the biggest thing for me is, why wouldn't you allow the media in there? You allow the media everywhere else in the NFL. Why? Because you want the press, you want people to see some of the stuff that's going on, a lot of the stuff that's going on. Why wouldn't you want them at the workout? So, like I said, the shrewdest move on his part was to move it to a venue where the media would be allowed to be transparent. That empowers him, because now the media is more likely to be on his side in any situation. You allowed us access to this. That's really my biggest thing. As far as Kaepernick being able to play, I mean, we're talking about an elite athlete right here. You know what I'm saying? He's elite. He's got 4.4 speed at the quarterback.
I don't know if he still has that speed.
Okay, 4.5.
I say 4.
He's faster than a lot of quarterbacks. He's faster than Cam Newton. I'll tell you that.
I can get you that, but he was also the one quarterback running that run option. You know what I'm saying? That run pass option who the NFL had caught up to when they had figured out that scheme. Now,
people are still using it though.
Yeah, but it's different coaches. It's different quality coaches using it, and the teams with the coaches.
Facts. That's important.
The teams with the coaches that could use him properly, and in that type of scheme,
they already have quarterbacks.
They don't need a quarterback.
Yeah, they already have who they want.
Yeah, so him for the teams that are checking him out, he's going to need to be able to throw out the pocket.
Throw from the pocket.
Yeah,
correct.
And that's something that in San Francisco, what was he at after San Fran? Where did he go? He
didn't go anywhere. There was talks of the Seattle workout, but that didn't happen.
Didn't work out. Yeah. So
which I get with that as well.
Yeah, because you're not gonna send him to Seattle. You got Russell Wilson out there.
Right. It's really no reason.
Yeah. It's just San Francisco was a bad part about him when all this stuff started to go on, because he didn't have the coordinator, he didn't have the coach. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have the backing that he needed to give him the playbook, to give him the opportunity to be the best player he could be.
And that was part of the reason that it turned out bad like that.
Yeah, he didn't do. Everybody keeps talking about he won 3 games his last season, but his stats were amazing. That team was horrible. His stats weren't bad. His stats were not bad before he got benched. I think
That
he,
team
he
was
was
bad.
14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, I think, or something like that. Something around
Nah,
that.
he had more than that. It wasn't good. The yardage wasn't good. They weren't throwing the ball down the field as much, but that has a lot to do with your receivers as well.
Hmm.
But in any case, though, I feel like I feel like the NFL is still they're always for such a big business, they should be way better at doing these kind of things and getting themselves out of hot water. It still looks bad on them. They look bad.
Well, here's the NFL statement on
Oh yes.
When Kaepernick changed his workout. He said NFL statement on Kaepernick workout. We are disappointed that Colin did not appear for his workout. He informed us that the decision at 2:30 p.m. along with the public. Today's session was designed to give Colin what he has consistently said he wants, an opportunity to show his football readiness and desire to return to the NFL. 25 clubs were present for the workout, and all 32 clubs, their head coaches, general managers, and other personnel executives would have received video footage of the interview and workout shot by the Atlanta Falcons video crew. It is important to note the following. As stated above, more than three-fourths of the NFL clubs were present for today's workout. The NFL made considerable effort to work cooperatively with Collins' representatives. We invited his agent to suggest questions for the interview. Yesterday, when Collins' representative said he wanted to bring his own receivers to the workout, we agreed to the request. In addition, Coach Hugh Jackson discussed with Collins' agent what drills would be run at the workout so Collins would know what would be expected of him. Last night when Nike, with Collins' approval, requested to shoot an ad featuring Collins and mentoring all the NFL teams present at the workout, we agreed to the request. On Wednesday, we sent Collins' representatives a standard liability waiver based on the waiver used by the National Invitation Camp and all NFL combines and by NFL clubs when trying out free agent players. At noon today, Collins' representatives sent a completely rewritten and insufficient waiver. We heard for the first time last night, around the same time you guys heard, that the workout would be moved. So, all right, this sounds like to me is who legal team is better. That's honestly what it sounds like to me, because if I'm the NFL and that's what I put out, that's an amazing spin on the situation.
Uh
No,
oh, okay.
for them to save face. That's and I've seen it. I've seen it on the internet. That is the perfect ammo needed for everybody to go. Stephen A. Smith included. He didn't want to play football, because if he wanted to play,
No.
he would have showed up. 25 teams. They had everything set. They basically and this is me being the devil's advocate. Rolled out the red carpet, was going to give you everything you needed, and you decided that you didn't want to play ball.
The problem with that is um like I said, the transparency. If you're talking about everything that you did give somebody, what about the things that you wouldn't allow? None of that was talked about, and Colin and he was able to release it through some channels. I think some of it was through the media, but some of it was through the grapevine. People heard about all of the things that they wouldn't allow him to do, including the media, which is
Okay.
big.
All
That's
right.
that's really huge.
Well, you have 11/16/2019 for immediate release from Ben and Jeff on behalf of Colin Kaepernick. Because of the recent decisions made by the NFL, the workout for Colin Kaepernick will be changing to an alternate location in Atlanta, which will now start at 4 p.m. All the representatives for the clubs are invited to attend and will be provided the location. Further, all media will be invited to attend and upon request will be provided with the location. From the outset, Mr. Kaepernick requested a legitimate process, and from the outset, the NFL league office has not provided one. Most recently, the NFL has demanded that a precondition to the workout Mr. Kaepernick signed an unusual liability waiver that addresses employment related issues and rejected the standard liability waiver from physical injury proposed by Mr. Kaepernick's representatives. Additionally, Mr. Kaepernick requested all media be allowed into the workout to observe and film it, and for an independent film crew to be there to ensure transparency. The NFL denied this request. Based on the prior conduct by the NFL League office, Mr. Kaepernick simply asked for a transparent and open process, which is why a new location has been selected for today. Mr. Kaepernick looks forward to seeing the representatives from the clubs today. Now, this is my thing. This is a bunch of he said, she said. When it comes down to it, and me watching what's going on, they're both playing for leverage.
Correct.
I lean towards Kaepernick as a person, because I can understand wanting to be transparent, because if you go into a facility and everything's privatized, how do you prove how good your workout was?
How?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it got to be somebody there that's impartial. That's why the media is necessary.
Facts. And this is my thing. You still, it wasn't head coaches, it wasn't important assistant coaches, anything,
which is fine. That's fine,
which is cool, because they send scouts all the time
all
to
the
go
time,
check out
everywhere.
players, everywhere. Players trying to get back in the league, players who are scouting players in college. It happens all the time. They know how to scout talent, so they can look at him and know if he still has talent. Which one of them did say elite arm talent is still there.
Mm-hmm.
What I get, and what comes for me to this is 8 teams still showed up. 8 teams still made their way to that other facility to see what he had,
to look at him.
Yeah. So there's interest, but there's definitely interest, because there's some teams out there hurting, man.
They're hurting.
Detroit, Washington, Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody else just lost a quarterback. Like, Detroit was on the verge of challenging for the NFC North, and then they lose Matt Stafford. You know, and no telling when he's going to come back. He's
gone, right?
Yeah, he's gone. That's vertebrae in your back. You don't want to mess with that like that. You just had what's his name for Pittsburgh? Mason
Rudolph
get beamed in the head with a
with the helmet. Yeah, with the helmet. That's tough, boy.
Yeah, where I'm not even gonna get into that, because everybody involved in that situation should have been suspended, got some type of games, and the fact that he didn't. But I don't understand how the hit he took in the head. I don't understand how that man would even play the next game. Like, he would be in concussion protocol for me. That was a helmet to the bare head. Mm-hmm. So, and he hasn't been playing well. And it's something where I believe a Colin Kaepernick is better than a Mason Rudolph. And it's something where a Big Ben, who is on the end, you know what I'm saying, of his years, it just gives you, better, you know what I'm saying, backing. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit something more to stand on in case Ben gets hurt, because it seems like Ben's getting hurt every year.
That's still an argument, though, because Mason, they went 4 in a row with him. They won a bunch of games in a row with him. So, regardless of that, and he's younger than Kaepernick.
Who did they play?
So I don't know. I'm just saying that would be the argument that I would make. Hold on. That's
like saying no, that Pittsburgh is a very good spot.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Because they should have been trying to tear the damn door down.
Trash, yo.
They should have been trying to tear the door down. But that's what I'm saying. Like Mason Rudolph, I can make at least a valid argument as to why I might not want a quarterback or whatever. Let's go to the ones where there is no argument to be made. This guy is probably better than your guy.
We ain't got to do that, because look, he's coming in as a unrestricted free agent, so he's only gonna get about $350,000. He's not getting no big money. It's not like he's coming in and getting $2 million.
Right, you're not getting no money, and you paying that to your quarterback, who's supposed to be highest paid on your team.
Yeah, so he gets a percentage or whatever it is. I think it's like $350,000 because of what's left in the season. teams. This is my thing. Screw even having him as a backup. Tell me who's the best quarterback in the league right now as far as playing wise. It's a Lamar
Talent.
Jackson.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Lamar Jackson is balling out, right?
yeah.
So why wouldn't you want to pick up a Colin Kaepernick to be on the practice squad to mimic Lamar Jackson to get your defense ready, or
Facts.
to mimic a Deshaun Watson to get your defense ready?
Russell Wilson,
Exactly.
Mahomes. Uh, they taking over now. Why wouldn't you want this guy on your team?
Yeah, and I'm surprised that that's not what New England was looking for, because
I thought they were going to be on that, but we'll see how it pans out though.
we'll see what happens. In all honesty, I do believe that a team really takes a shot at him. I'm not going to come out and say that he's going to be on the team, but I feel like it's realer than what it's ever been. People think he messed up his chance or whatever like that, but when he went out there and he had a decent workout, his arm looks good, and with the injuries and everything we got going on with teams, they really have to shake that tree. Some teams
Yep.
really have to take a serious look, and with the NFL being the shield and taking the brunt of it, and even now with what they're doing,
Even still,
they could be spinning it just so they don't get so much backlash and all the weight is on Kaepernick. He's proven that he could take all the weight on his shoulders and still move forward. So I'm with Colin. I want to see you back in the league, bro, and not because I believe you deserve to be on the team. I feel you'll earn your way onto a team if you're going to get on the team, but it's because of everybody's been told that they couldn't do what they love, been stopped do what they love, and that man really loves to play football. But
hmm
and he put what the thing he loved to do, his passion. It wasn't about a paycheck. He put his passion on the line to help people that
sacrifice,
was left less fortunate, and that's where the story is
sacrifice.
getting misconstrued. But
Appreciate them.
but
Appreciate them.
but moving on, man. It was something stupid because we got to talk about some music, man.
hmm
Um, it was an interview I was talking about with some people at work, and it kept popping up because we was trying to define what a culture vulture was and everything like that. And
That's what you guys do at work.
yeah, that's what we do at work. And I
That's
got
what's
into an
up.
argument with somebody, I guess, who had just saw an interview or a video that Tech Nine had posted.
hmm
Um, and he was telling me that Tech Nine was a culture vulture. And I'm
You
like,
said Tech Nine was
he said Tech Nine was a culture vulture because of him stealing the rock, you know what I'm saying, sound, you know what I'm saying, and all that, and running out here with all these
really.
rock artists and doing these collabs, that he was a culture vulture. And
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, if Tech Nine's a culture vulture, Eminem and Justin Timberlake culture vulture. But the video that came out was Tech Nine basically saying that I grew up on this music. You know what I'm saying? I do these songs. You know what I'm saying? Straight out the gate. With old boy who did Chop Suey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
hmm
do this. I'm influenced by blues and stuff like that, and I do these songs. Does that make me a culture vulture? And I guess the discussion came up because he was talking about Eminem.
Yeah.
Everybody coming to Eminem and being a culture vulture. He was basically saying grew up around the music. He grew up around the sound. How do you steal something that, you know what I'm saying, is, well, all you know? You know what I'm saying? Growing up in Detroit in the 8 Mile, that this is the music that influenced you, the Motown sound, you know what I'm saying, rapping and everything. So I don't know, man. It's just I don't call M a culture vulture. I call M's on a different level. Lyrically, sonically, you know what I'm saying, the sounds and stuff he hears, to me he's a perfectionist. You know what I'm saying? To me, he's always trying to create something new, and people just don't catch on because his brain's on another plane. He's up there with the Black Thoughts, with the Andre 3000s, with the fucking Royce the 5'9". Where is Royce going now?
He's an
Golly.
he's an alien. Eminem is an alien.
But the same conversation came up about Justin Timberlake, about him being a culture vulture. The man is from Tennessee. The sound that he has is what he's been influenced from his whole life. Tennessee is rich with different sounds, different types of music, southern, gospel, country, you know what I'm saying, soul. Like, what do you expect from this man? But because he dances around and he sounds like Michael Jackson, he's a culture vulture. they aren't Elvis. You know what I'm saying? They aren't Elvis. Somebody who literally went and stole a sound. You know what I'm saying?
Songs, like whole songs.
Yeah, I just don't get it, man. I just need you because I'm kind of confused about it. So I need like your expertise on, you know what I'm saying, this subject to break this down for me.
So uh generally anybody who is and let's put it like this, in the hip hop and R&B sphere, which
Hmm.
is we calculate that as mostly black. Am I correct?
Correct. We look at,
So
although it's not that because that's not even where the money's
although
coming
it's not
from.
that,
Yeah.
right, but as far as the artists are concerned,
Right.
so anytime that we get an artist that's of a different race or descent or something like that, automatically in a lot of people's minds, you're automatically thinking that they're culture vultures. So someone like Eminem, in my opinion, he there's no past there, but you have to understand that he is of the culture. He came from us. He's been around for a long time and was around pioneers in the Detroit hip hop scene that vouch for him. So I don't really see how people can say that he in particular is a culture vulture. Now, Justin Timberlake, on the other hand, you can kind of see where people are coming from with that. He started out in the boy band. You know what I'm saying? He was
He started off Mickey Mouse Club.
right,
That's where
right,
he
right,
got
right,
his
right, right,
musical
right.
start. Yeah.
Even right, even before
He
then,
got he
as
got
a youth,
he got put in. Now see this thing. He got put in the boy band. You know what I'm
right?
saying? Like they bought the band together. That doesn't mean that was the style of music that he was into. That's what just got him paid.
Yeah, yeah,
Coming
yeah.
from the Mickey Mouse Club.
I know, but I'm talking about
You
from
talking
the
about what
general,
people
from the
people vision?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I can get you.
from the general perspective. The first time they probably see or knew about Justin Timberlake was in sync. So with him moving over to more R&B and black people type music, I understand why people kind of be like, man, what is this dude doing? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's been well documented that he's from Tennessee, that he grew up probably singing and hearing a lot of blues, a lot of cold jazz, a lot of gospel. He probably sung in many churches before, you know what I'm saying? So,
Drink you
right, right, right.
away.
So I'm saying, and even the country influence. That's why he came out and did that album, because
The
he has that influence.
man of the woods, whatever it
Man in
was
the
called.
Woods,
Man in
yeah.
the woods. Yeah, but okay. He did. I think that's what people are having a problem because I think he went and did that and it wasn't well received because that wasn't for his normal audience.
It was.
That was
That's
him doing
not
what he
for
wanted to do.
us, right? That's
Yeah.
not for us.
That's him. It's a sound that I believe I might be getting the story wrong. I think it's a sound that his grandmother, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. That's what he grew up on, and it's something that he wanted to
Right.
do.
Which
It's
is cool.
it's no different than Lil Wayne going to do a rock album, a rock influence
Correct.
album, and
Correct,
drop
man.
it.
It's all okay. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but then
It's
they
all
talk
okay.
about him being back in the studio with like Summer Walker and you know what I'm saying all these people being back with Pharrell because the last one didn't work. No, he got paid off that last album. Y'all just didn't play it. I played it. It was very the I may not have been all into the sound, but the songwriting on that album was better than any other album that he had. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't have the sound you were used to. You know, because he wasn't working with the Timberlands. He wasn't working with the Pharrells and everything to develop the sound, man.
Okay, so this is my whole thing. Let's define culture vulture, because in my opinion, in this day and age, it's probably not gonna be a lot of artists that are actually the culture vultures.
Little
That's not
uh
That's not really how it works like that anymore. The artists, they're trying to do everything, anything, and everything is starting. A lot of things are starting to homogenize and become way closer together. Like if you check out, go and check out the hip hop, the rap nowadays. Everybody's singing like that. That wasn't how we defined it back in the day. Like if you was
I
singing, you was a singer, and if you was rapping, you was a rapper.
I
So
have a
let's
I have a
define culture
definition.
vulture.
I
Yes.
have a definition of one person that I feel is the definition of culture vulture. Takashi 6ix9ine to me is the definition of culture vulture.
Okay, I'll actually go with that. I think there's more than that. I
I
actually
I think somebody who didn't live anything even close to the life that they were, you know what I'm saying, putting off on the screen was just doing it, you know what I'm saying, for the money. Like I don't believe you could do it. I don't believe you could be a culture vulture if you're making music for the love of music.
well, let's not do that because there've been so Cardi B has said that she doesn't do it just to make good music. She's doing it to make money. So, but I don't consider her a culture vulture. She's an artist. Somebody's pimping her.
Now, I
That's
you
how
might
I feel.
you might not. I do because I feel like hip hop, the music. You know what I'm saying? That is my culture. You know what I'm saying? That is me. Baby, you was a stripper. You know what I'm saying? Bouncing your ass to the shit that you know what I'm saying we was making. You know, and then you decided you wanted to come and eat, you know what I'm saying, on something and steal the culture from us to set yourself up because you had yourself a little bit of fame. It necessary, and like you said, it necessarily doesn't have to be all the artists. Whoever's behind her, you know what I'm saying, is helping her make
That's
this move.
that
But
is
but she
so
is she
so
is 110% willing to do it, so she's involved in it.
but see it's a lot of people that have been willing. I got guests.
Mr.
What's going on with
King
Mr. King in the building.
Nerdmix? Shout out to Nerdmix. What up, Indy?
was cracking.
Man,
Yeah, I pulled him in for a second. But the big thing is culture vultures generally are the people who are pulling the strings. So the person that comes to mind when I think of it, number one is Dame Dash has pointed this out a couple times. Leor.
Leor. I knew you was getting ready to say that.
Leor. I
Yeah.
really like, dude, just because you may care about the culture in some regards, but you're not dealing like that though, dog. You signing contracts with these people, man. That's the difference. Like it's important. Somebody like who? Rick Rubin, he's not a culture vulture.
Would you
How
say
can
that?
Rick Rubin be a culture vulture when he was the one who was creating?
Would you say that the Kardashians were culture vultures?
To what culture? To ours?
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't give a fuck. We're not even their market.
All right. This is the top. This is UrbanDictionary.com. Culture vulture: a person or organization making profit using unhonorable practices from a culture they do not care for. Example in music: major record labels signing artists, the latest viral rapper,
We got a phone.
exploiting them for the max returns, even if their music sucks. Examples in TV and movies: creating a and popularizing a gay character in the pursuit of a LGBT community's cash.
Right.
Example in video games: selling DLC for the same price of a full game, selling microtransaction items that should be in game for free to start with, and selling pay to win items that will give players a huge advantage over other gamers in a competitive environment. These people do not understand hip hop culture. They just want to make a profit from it. Bunch of corporate culture vultures.
Corporate. That's
So
why the artist is in my opinion, it's harder for an artist to be considered a culture vulture in this day and age.
Cardi
Now,
B's a
when we
culture vulture to me. She has no love for the music and she's only in it to make money. That's it.
But she still was up.
Nikki,
She was on fucking Love and Hip Hop before she was rapping. You know what I'm saying?
and
She's part of the culture. She comes from us.
No, she's not part of that culture. Love and hip hop itself is a huge culture vulturistic, you know what I'm saying, thing.
Really, you feel like that?
I'm not the only one that feels like that, and this is where my issues with this is why I feel like my issues with Joe Budden come from, because Love and Hip Hop isn't the same thing that it used to be when it first started with like Jim Jones.
This is true, but even still though, so that still means that them guys probably sold out though.
Joey said he sold out for the check. He ain't got look. That's one of the reasons why I expect that he'll tell you he sold out for the check, but he's using his check.
Tough.
No, but he's using his check that he gets from them to try to further the culture. He's putting it into his stuff. He has a love. That's the means justifying the end, bro. No, but this is the difference between him and everybody else that's on there for a check.
I don't know if it worked.
He was giving you this for free.
Right. That's why I say now it has become a part of the culture.
Cardi
B, whether we like it or not.
Cardi B was only on the show for a check. She was only on the show for a check. She only does music for a check. She can give a fuck less about any of that as long as the paycheck coming in. I feel like if Joe Budden was not making money off the Love and Hip Hop, was doing nothing like that, he would still be doing the YouTube shit. He would still be letting you in on his life like it is. It's just the fact that he's financially getting paid for, which he should have been when he was doing this shit back like in 01, 02 on YouTube before shit started getting monetized.
That's his problem with the content barrier and how much it's worth. Because he was like, I was doing this shit for fucking free.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
and then we still to this day don't know what the fuck a stream is worth.
Yeah. We trying to figure it out.
Definitely, man. But that's cool. At least we know the definition of a culture vulture now. A person or organization making profit using unhonorable practices from a culture they do not care for. Straight up. There's no better definition. Matter of fact, there's no better definition of that. As a matter of fact, unhonorable, man. As a matter of fact,
but see, that has to be that also
right
has
here.
to be defined.
Right
that
here.
also has to be defined within a culture as well, though, because some things are honorable in one and not honorable in another.
This shit ain't honorable in hip hop. What the fuck they doing? Period.
So you don't like Cardi B?
No, I don't. I'm being honest with you. You know who my two favorite like female MCs are right now? That I feel like do it for the culture and out there grinding.
Snow the Product,
and Rhapsody.
Man, Rhapsody is so fucking fire, bro.
And you can't
I'm playing that album today, man. That was my shit.
And you can't tell me Snow ain't doing it for her culture and for the culture of hip hop.
Nah, she is it. She is it. Straight up. Snow the Product is the shit. But huh? Man, can I finish the podcast, dog? When I finish the podcast, then we'll have a conversation.
Tell him yes. It don't matter what he's talking about. Just tell him yes.
He said yes. It don't matter what you're talking about.
Yes. Yes.
You said it's yes.
He might.
That's why. That's why Scooter does stuff like this, though, dog. To get people to say yes like that.
Let's talk about
it all the time.
Let's talk about these next events we got coming up, man. This podcast ain't gonna be as long as the ones we normally do because I got A+ Hero Report at like 11 a.m. Central Standard Time right after this, and I just got off of work. I'm tired as ever.
Go to sleep.
This is normally my nap time, and I'm not gonna get a nap now. So we love y'all. Let's get into these next events right quick, man. We have a huge event coming up on November 23rd. It was going to be at Tylerson Park Pavilion. It's been changed to the Ambridge Mann Center on 4th Avenue in Gary. Am I correct?
Yes.
Brought to you by Timeless Dream Memories presents the book bag restock. It's going to be something really amazing. It's something for the kids. It's us giving back. It's Miss Tamika Marvey from Timeless Dream Memories, getting everybody together and giving back. We have a lot of local businesses that are involved in this. And basically, what we're going to do is in between the times of 12 p.m. and 5 p.m., you bring your kids, they bring their book bags, and we're going to stock them up with all the school supplies that they should need for the rest of the year. Because we know how it is when you go to them back to school things and you get that book bag and the first couple of school supplies, they're not going to last throughout the school year. What we're trying to do is help them parents lighten their pockets, help these kids get the stuff that they need in order to make it through the rest of the school year so our kids can learn and be on the same level as other schools. So there's going to be food, supplies, and fun. We're going to have face painting and balloons from 2:30 to 3:30. There will be food there for the kids and the parents that come. For more information, you can get at marvey.tamika@yahoo.com, and I will put that up on the screen for y'all in a second.
I was about to say.
Because they're going to be like, I know people are going to
Marvey.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, how do you spell that? Is there an asterisk in it? I mean, it's so I'm gonna throw that up on the screen for y'all so y'all can see it. Marvey.tamika@yahoo.com for any information, man. I do believe she is still taking donations for anything, just school supplies and what y'all can do. We got a bunch of businesses contributing, including Chevrolet, McDonald's, Kingsman Entertainment, Nerdmix Music, True Show. It's a lot of people. Ice World, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Ice
World Stylings.
Ice World Stylings Entertainment, or I'm sorry if I brutalized that, Lady C. Don't get mad at me. But yeah, make sure
it's a lot of people though, man. It's a lot of people. You're doing a lot. I think
the
somebody
flyers all over Facebook. It's all over social media.
It's somebody's getting a free hairdo. I know Bruce is doing cuts for free.
So the kids getting cuts for free too. Look at how we trying to bless y'all, man.
It's a lot going on, man.
Come through.
So yeah.
Then that's November 23rd. Then on November 30th, the Blood in the Water release event.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this one too.
Blood in the Water release event, baby.
We've been waiting.
Yeah, most definitely. Let me pop that back up there in the corner, just so I don't have to read it off my phone. You know what I'm saying? You know what? We're gonna do this proper. Tell them about who we gonna have there, man.
Oh man, so of course you, Indy Uchiha, and Just One, they'll be in the building. I know Wired Pub will be there, so Peter Villain will be there, Reckless Rod will be there, Trail 90P. Shout out to Trail, man. I'm still waiting on you to send me something for this song, bruh. I need that because that's gonna be fire. But Trail will be in the building. We'll have Prince Crow will be in the building. Is Chemo coming?
I'm pretty sure if you have if you're gonna have my man there, you're gonna have Chemo there.
Okay. So yeah, Prince Crow will be there, and then I'll be there with my team, Kingsman ENT. We'll have Mr. King in the building. We'll have HIM in the building. Greedy Chulo and Bambino.
That's one person.
It's two
Greedy Chulo Bambino. Yeah, you got to see when he performs in the crowd, because like I think his rap name used to be Greedy Bambino, but the crowd
Greedy
still chants
Chulo
Bambino, but
Bambino.
It's Greedy Chulo now, so it's like Greedy Chulo Bambino.
Okay.
Hollow Gang Bug will be in the building.
Yes, sir.
So Hollow Gang will be in the building, man. It's gonna be a really dope event. Doors open at 6. The ticket link will be on the YouTube. Ticket links everywhere. You'll see it on SyndRome's Facebook. You'll see it on the YouTube description of this video, youtube.com/Nerdmix Alpha. We is gonna turn up. Tickets only $10. VIP is $25. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a real dope event from like 6 to 12. So that means you got enough time to hit the bar afterwards. You know what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying? Just come out and just rock with us, man. That's exactly what we trying to do. We trying to have a good time around here. Most deaf. Most deaf.
Hey
Matter of
man,
fact,
that's gonna be fire though.
yeah, matter of fact, I might get on a little bit later and because I want some people to hear some more music. I want people to hear that Hennessy. We're gonna do some bad, you know. I might give them something off that trust issues. I gotta let them hear that Dizzy. I'm just gonna be on like on my James Worthy shit, just playing music in the background and like possibly talking about where I'm going with my life or what I'm trying to do as far as music wise and everything goes like that. So it should be pretty dope. Shout outs to James Worthy too for doing this damn thing lately, man. They get
Yes, sir, man.
them fupa. I gotta get me a fupa shirt. You know what I'm
Oh my
saying?
goodness.
Definitely, dog. I gotta lift that fupa up. If she ain't got a fupa, I don't want nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have a fupa. That's
Hey,
how it goes, man.
ladies, ladies, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? The fupa is cool too, but do you some sit-ups, man. It's
He
cool.
said, "Do use some sit-ups." Look
Do
at
you some sit-ups,
look
man.
at you over here, body shaming women, man.
Hey, I ain't
Look at
body
you
shaming.
look at
I
you
ain't
over
body
here body
shaming.
shaming women,
I
G.
ain't body shaming. Nothing. If they feel like they want to do some sit-ups, that's cool to do too. I like flat tummies too.
The flat tummy.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I like
Body
fupas too.
shaming, dog. I'm just say
I
you
like
body
I like
shaming.
fupas too.
Just say you
Ladies, I
body
love you
shaming.
however you are.
Yeah. I'm also gonna let y'all know, man. Until Blood in the Water comes out, that Still Waters is out right now. SoundCloud.com/Young Indy 501. It is totally free download. 10 hot tracks. Y'all can have them. Screw it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need them. Y'all can have them. Just take it and do what you will, man. I don't know when SyndRome is putting out trust issues. I I don't know when Mr. King I'm Back is coming out. But I do know that
That's
Blood in
out.
the that's out. Oh, well, you know.
Go to SoundCloud.
I don't have to. I don't have to. Nah,
Oh nah, did it cut out?
King I'm Back, man. I mean, we really just we really just wanted to get in and talk about the Kaepernick thing and promote the show on the 30th. You're gonna get totally irritated with how much we're promoting this book bag event and this show on the 30th. So come join us, man. You you're not gonna see nothing like this. If y'all ain't got a ride, holla at us. Real
Yeah,
carpool. That's
carpool.
all you have to do.
We'll
Real
figure out how to get you
carpool.
there though. The Royal event.
Oh yeah, December 7th.
Yeah.
Mr. Chemo Supremo is hosting a Royal Network event. I don't know where. I'll be on later with more details about that. 'Cause details are scarce, but it is a totally free event. They're gonna have a breaking battle. I guess just total dance battle, $400 first prize. They're gonna have performances. There's gonna be artwork. It's just an event for all types of artists to network. The musical showcase. You know, I'm gonna be there trying to rock out. So it's something to check out, man. It's free. I'll put the link in the description too. I'll come back and do a totally separate Facebook Live about that to give y'all more information about that. But make sure y'all go follow Chemo Supremo and follow at Royal SNA on Twitter for the
Mhm.
details on that, man. Most
Yep.
definitely. So
Yeah, man.
yeah,
What you
I mean,
what you got to do today?
um what I gotta do is at 11 o'clock, if you guys want to, A Plus Hero Report, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time over at the A Plus Opinions YouTube. It's youtube.com/A Plus Opinions. We're gonna be over there talking about Joker hitting 1 billion. We're gonna be talking about the final season of Arrow wrapping up. They officially wrapped. That means Stephen Amell is no more on set. We're just waiting on the episodes to come out. Marvel announcing more dates. So like I think we got movies set up all the way until 2023. I think it is.
Jesus,
They're doing 4
that
movies a
far
year.
out?
Yeah, they're doing that far out, and I guess we're gonna guess what those movies could possibly
Right.
be. I think I hit 3 movies last time, and I got the date right on Doctor Strange. Like I got that perfect. So we definitely need to you guys can come over and check that out. A Plus Opinion, A Plus Hero Report is always, you know what I'm saying, an entertaining time, man. It's something we love to do every Sunday. It's not every day that you're gonna have the Link Up podcast like right before Hero Report. So it's very something interesting that you guys might need to check out. I'm trying to see what else we're gonna talk about on there. Titans, the show on the DC universe got renewed for season 3, and we all didn't think it was. We thought it was going to get canceled. And a potential Ironheart series is in early development for Disney Plus.
Okay.
So we're going to be going over that with Nerd and Geek Pop Culture. Of course, you know me, Mr. Nerdmix Alpha. I got to go over the Nerd and Geek Pop Culture. It ain't just about the music. One thing we will do, I'm going to see how we can do this, because how can we go live together on Facebook? Like, can you invite me into your live on Facebook?
I don't know. We'll have to see. I might have to switch the setup in order to do that, but
we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see if we can do that and invite in right quick, because it's 10:15. I don't have to do the Hero Report to 11. We just dropped a track, Thanos Season.
Yeah.
That we kind of want you guys to hear.
Fire. I ain't want to play it.
Yeah. What did King think about that? He probably ain't even listen to it.
He don't pay no attention to nobody else rapping.
That's how I be, man. All right, that's cool. I'm never playing Dizzy again.
You gotta play that, man.
No, I'm never playing Dizzy again, man.
That's my shit, though.
I don't care, man. He gonna be like that. He can't listen to Thanos Season. I'm not. You know, I done probably gave Dizzy about 100 spins by itself on YouTube. Not another.
Cause man, that's on fire, man.
Yeah, facts, man.
Nah,
facts,
I don't think he heard it yet.
Well, we finna get on that. You know what? I can't do it.
Yeah, you know what? I don't got it.
I can't do it from here anyway. I don't think, man. I can try, but I don't think it's gonna. You know what? We can try. Why not? We could try it out. Let me see if I can add it in here and pop it off, yo. If I can remember what the folder I put it in. It's not in that one.
Tell me to go check it out online.
That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Check it out online.
It's on Stillwater. It's on Family Mix. It's on Backup. It might be in the Indy folder. I don't know where the hell it's at, man. I got too many folders. We got too much music on here. Like dead ass. I got everybody's stuff on here. I don't even know if that's what I called it when I bounced it, G.
I don't know if that's what you call it either.
Oh, I know where I put it at. I know exactly where I put it at. I put it in the Family Mix folder. Thanos Season. It's in the Family Mix.
Is that what it's going on?
Can you hear that?
Barely though.
Barely?
Yeah. More?
Nah, that ain't even what it do, bro.
Nope. Hey, you sound like the Joe Budden podcast when they block out the music, dog. That's what you sound like. Like I could barely is that a Meek Mill song? I don't know what the fuck they playing. There you go.
All right. We'll go ahead and bust this off right quick.
Yeah,
baby.
I need that tag too.
I got you.
Gilly and Coley drop. I got a big old bucket of sauce waiting to crock. It's that SyndRome. Got my pen gone. Got that story to tell. Yeah, that shit's retarded, bro.
Facts. Bucket of sauce ready to crock. It's that SyndRome. Get my pen gone. Got a story to tell. Sight beyond
Play on sight.
Makes me fight
for what's right. The camera.
Bang bang bang. I'm talking hammer a guy, finger slice, scream exciting. It's your verbal murder. As it lighten
this beat.
Let's see how your hero steps up and weathers the storm.
Boy,
Legendary, I'm so inspired to leave a whack rapper buried.
that's crazy, bro.
That's like, that verse wasn't even hot. It was like,
No, that verse is crazy, bro.
I feel like it could be better. I was just trying to get
That's
the song
crazy,
done.
bro. You had so many Marvel bars in there, bro. Motherfuckers is not really ready. I thought you was just gonna play yours. Might just be out of my mind. Yeah.
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 No.
That shit is retarded, bro.
We should probably perform this on the 30th, G.
Oh man, that's tough.
We
Jeremiah
should.
said that's a hard ass verse to rap.
Yeah, I watched you do it while recording it, so I know it can be done. I know for a fact it can be done.
That's true though. I mean, I think I'm gonna come to your house to record today. I told Jess that I was gonna do some of the extended weekend, or I told him that I was gonna record it over there. I'm gonna record one song at your crib though.
That is no issue at all, considering I'm off. I start days Monday, so
Okay.
Yeah, my schedule's finna flip, but I should be all right. It ain't gonna be no issue. Coach
We'll
don't
see.
play on TV, so
Oh, word.
yeah. So I'm good. The A Plus Hero Report, which is going to start at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time over at youtube.com/A Plus Opinions. It's normally over around 1 o'clock. We normally do 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna come after then. Probably after Tamika go to work.
You need to go to sleep.
I'm actually good though.
Yeah, until it gets to around 3 o'clock and you trying to drive. Off no sleep, G. Dead ass.
Oh man.
Dead ass.
I'm good, bro. Y'all just pray for me, man. I'm gonna get through it.
That's what's gonna go. But we want to thank those who did tune in for tuning in today. I know it was an early one. We normally do we did it totally opposite. We're normally doing them like 11 o'clock at night. We did this one like at 9 o'clock in the morning. So we flipped it up on y'all. But for those who didn't see it, you'll see the replay on YouTube. We'll post it up. Let y'all see it. Y'all know what's gonna happen. Remember, Blood in the Water release event Saturday, November 30th, 2019.
Yeah.
Get your tickets now. It will be in the description below. Also, it's only $10 a ticket. You can't beat that. Also,
come on, man.
November 23rd, my man. November 23rd, the Book Back Restock event.
You can talk to Indy real quick, man.
It's for free. You don't have to pay nothing. Just bring your kids out and get they supplies stocked up. I'll post the flyer or something like after this or something. You'll see it. You'll see it. The flyer's everywhere.
Yes.
It's up all on my social media. Follow me at follow us both. Follow me at Instagram at Nerdmix Alpha. Follow him on Instagram at SyndRome_TS. You'll see all the flyers. You'll be able to get in tune with all the events and stuff that's popping off.
Yes.
Same thing for Twitter handles. Same thing Facebook for me, YouTube. It's all the same, man. I'm Nerdmix Alpha everywhere I go. So until next time, that being sleepy is catching up with me. This is SyndRome. I'm Indy Uchiha.
SyndRome.
Yeah.
Holla at you later.
And this was the Link Up Podcast. And this was a Nerdmix. Holla at you, boy.